Welcome to Mindfully Stoic, a channel dedicated to increasing mindfulness through the lens of the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Today's guided meditation is about ego and how we can eliminate it. Ego is difficult to define but can be summarized by our false sense of self that seeks for approval, engages in self-deception, and places blame on others for one's own mistakes. It is the part of us that is overly concerned with portraying ourselves in a way to others that may not be entirely true. Having an overinflated ego can damage relationships and prevent one from realizing their true potential. Now let's begin. Find a comfortable position and start to pay attention to your breath. Release any tension you are feeling, both physical and mental. Try to be present with me at this moment. Take this time for yourself and allow yourself to relax. Once you have found a comfortable position, let's do a body scan, starting from your head and all the way down to your toes. Be mindful of all parts of your body. Pay attention to your head and your neck. Imagine the muscles in those areas relaxing and letting go of the tension. Focus on the muscles of the back and shoulders. Imagine the muscles releasing any tension in those areas. Now pay attention to the arms and legs, the hands and the feet. Relax and release the tension. Imagine yourself starting to sink into your seat or the ground. If any thoughts arise during the scan, remember to observe them and let them go without any judgment. Now listen to your heartbeat. Feel the pulse emanating throughout your body. Feel the heartbeat start to slow down and become calm. Draw your attention to the air entering and exiting your lungs, and take a moment to be grateful for the air we breathe, for it gives us life and rejuvenation. Repeat after me in your mind. Breathe in, I am breathing in. Breathe out, I am breathing out. Breathe in, I am breathing in. Breathe out, I am breathing out. Ego is an innate aspect of humankind. It can be described as the obsessive attachment to one's identity, or one's self-importance over others. If we could dedicate our entire lives to the elimination of the ego, I'm not sure we would be successful. However, by identifying the characteristics of the ego, we can learn to manage it and to not let it take control. Ego can take something good, such as confidence, and turn it into arrogance. The ego is a great deceiver of our true self. It can cloud your perceptions of reality. It is focused on status and self-importance, and will find any chance to rationalize our failures and mistakes to maintain that sense of status. We have a tendency to tie our identity to the stories we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves, I am smart, I am popular, I am successful, I am talented, and so on. And anytime we are confronted with an experience that illustrates we might not live up to the stories we tell ourselves, the ego or humility can step in. By letting the ego take control means that we disregard anything that destabilizes or threatens our story. By letting humility take control means that we can accept our failures and learn from them to become a better person. Eckhart Tolle describes ego in his book, A New Earth. An ego that wants something from another will usually play some kind of role to get its needs met, be they material gain, a sense of power, superiority, or specialness, or some kind of gratification, be it physical or psychological. Usually people are completely unaware of the roles they play. They are those roles. Some roles are subtle, others are blatantly obvious, except to the person playing it. Some roles are designed simply to get attention from others. The ego thrives on others' attention, such as recognition, praise, admiration, or just to be noticed in some way, to have its existence acknowledged. Additionally, he said, the ego tends to equate having with being. I have, therefore I am, and the more I have, the more I am. The ego lives through comparison. How you are seen by others turns into how you see yourself. First and foremost, we are all human beings living on this singular planet. It is true that we are all very different, with many varying aptitudes and features. The problem arises when we obsessively attach ourselves to that which distinguishes us from others. Furthermore, it is no secret that as human beings we are all fallible and prone to error, but the ego tries to disguise this fact. It is easier to accept our fallibility, learn, and move forward than it is to assume we know everything. It was Epictetus who said, "It is impossible to learn that which you think you already know." Ego creates stagnation, while a lack of ego creates growth. Marcus Aurelius humbled himself by describing his purple robes of emperorship when he wrote, "And the purple robes are sheep wool dyed with shellfish blood." Perceptions like that, latching onto things and piercing through them, so we see what they really are. That's what we need to do all the time, all through our lives when things lay claim to trust, to lay them bare and see how pointless they are, to strip away the legend that encrusts them. It can be a good exercise for all of us to see the symbols of status that try to dictate our lives for what they really are. Seneca oftentimes would practice poverty so that his power and wealth did not corrupt him. A bigger house, a new car, a new title, and other things can elevate the ego. These things in themselves aren't inherently bad, but if we attach our identity to them, we are setting ourselves up for failure. The bigger house might not be bigger than your neighbor's, the new car will start to wear down, and the new title might not get the respect you are hoping from your peers. Many practices can help us eliminate ego more fully in our lives. Practices such as mindfulness, gratitude, practicing discomfort, and serving others can help diminish the ego and live a more fulfilling life. Doing so will help our relationships thrive, our learning increase, and our well-being improved. Now start to pay more attention to your breath. Focus on your body and the sensations you are feeling in this present moment, both physical and mental. Try to recall any positive thoughts or moments that you had during this meditation session. Slowly start to move your hands, your feet, your arms, your legs, and the rest of your body. Or if you so choose, take a moment and continue to relax your body. Thank you for listening to this guided meditation. I appreciate your efforts on becoming more mindful and more virtuous. Let us strive to be mindfully stoic.